Hello? Hello, Bryan?
Yeah, just a minute. Hey, listen, sorry, I don't have a lot of time. It's Bryan from This, That, and the Other. Look, okay, I want to tell you everything. I want to tell you the truth about wood. You want to know about the real stuff? You want to know why the earth is hollow and why we're being run by aliens? You want to know about the stuff they're putting in your Gatorade and why you should be eating your dogs and why renewable resources are a lie and we're living inside of a hologram. And I'll tell you all this, but you have to listen to This, That, and the Other. You have to subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher. Don't tell Sam though. Don't tell him.
Ryan, what are you doing? Are you making an ad without me?
No, listen, I gotta go. Subscribe to This, That, and the Other.
You bastard.
9/11 was a lie. What happened to buildings?
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to What's Hood with your host, Forever Cabron, aka FC, aka Forever. Now, let's welcome you back to the show, dog. Welcome back, shouts out to the Binge on this channel, shouts out to the Goodnight Food Productions, shouts out to This, That, and the Other, shouts out to Sam of All Trade, Olden Time TVs, Happy News with Perry Kurtz. Make sure y'all just keep tuning in. Content coming, stacking up. You feel me? We out here trying to make it function. This week, let's see how I've been doing, dog. I've been living, I ain't gonna lie, ducking the one time, two times, knock on wood real quick. But my week's been chill, dog. Just working, trying to stack up this bread, trying to get the smoke, trying to give out smoke. Yeah, dog. So today, let me see. How can I start this off just right? You feel me? I want to tackle right now the topic of representation, dog. You out there political and active in the world, electing representatives to represent your community council, representing music as you bump it down your whip, blowing it out your windows every time you introduce someone to the way you get it out there, how you live in it. It's a representative of your ideas, your beliefs, your culture. But I feel like that's a word that gets thrown around too much, dog. They over here will say they want to represent. So we give them the opportunity to represent. And you know what? I want to start off with the definition first and foremost. It's a verb. To represent, dog, that's an action. Oh, my bitch ass held English. But anyways, represent, verb 1, to be entitled or appointed to act or speak for someone especially can't even write specifically no more, especially in an official capacity, constitute / amount to is the hyphen of the word, you feel me? But anyways, to represent is to voice out for the voice of those, you feel me? So if you're out there representing, and say for example you're Mexican, dog, like myself, you feel me? If you're out there saying you're representing Mexicans and all you do is chug down tequila and wave a flag, that's not representing, dog. That's you being a clown. And I can't put it any other way. You feel me? You got celebrities out here like Jennifer Lopez out there trying to say she's been down with the brown, but I mean, homie, they only know you from Selena and Jenny from the Block, and that was a bop that you didn't even write. But it's just that whole false flag of representing out there, you feel me? Saying you're down, yeah, I'm here, but when it push comes to shove, you ain't nowhere to lend your weight, you feel me? So I want to tackle that in an artistic space, I guess you can say. There's so many B, D, C F-list celebrities out there that get a little bit of shine, and they think they're doing the most with the least when it comes to representing the Spanish-speaking side of the western side of the hemisphere. You feel me? Now, all of that other shit aside, dog, like, it's cool if you want to be quote-unquote proud to be brown, dog. Ain't no one tripping. But when you get down to the core and basis of it, when they ask you, hey, yo, dude, what's your culture about? What you live on? How does your people get it out there? You feel me? We got examples of Pablo Escobar, El Chapo, the Hot Cheeto guy, fucking that telephone guy that monopolized all of the telephone lines in Mexico. Like, the conversation is multifaceted, dog. But at the end of the day, the best way that you can share in other people's culture, the only way you can truly represent your culture, dog, let's keep it a buck, in the kitchen. How many of y'all know how to cook? How many of y'all know how to get down with family recipes? You feel me? How many of y'all just out there eating pasta because y'all can't make frijoles? That's a real situation out there, guys. Get on it. You know, beans are sacred. But in all of that shit, dog, when it comes to representation as a whole, social media has given you now the opportunity to go out there and fully show what your community is about, dog. And if you can't show that, and all you do to represent your community is hold up a flag and a stereotype, I can't fuck with you, dog. I really can't. You don't see black people out here frying chicken every other fucking Friday, do you? You don't see the Chinese getting down, trying to sell you whatever. Like, nah, dog. They respect their traditions, they respect their culture, they respect where they're from, to the point where the kids know that when you walk in the house, you're no longer speaking English, aka American. You're speaking the source of your language, you feel me? And the thing that I feel that a lot of Latinos, and I'm going to use that word right now because I'm not with the Latinx or the, like, nah, dog, I'm Mexican, so I'm going to give you the Mexican perspective. So in that conversation, when it comes to a homie, the idea of representation becomes crucial. Like, how are we showing our community how to raise the next generation? What do we value? What do we uphold? How many times do we go back home? How many times do we help our loved ones who don't understand or can't navigate through these fucking mazes? You feel me? So when it comes to representation, it's a little bit of your every single day life, you feel me? Sad to say that when you meet a person, you're not meeting the individual, you feel me? You let's say you go to work, right? You go to work, you go to the interview, and the guy behind you's white, and he's already, oh shit, what's up? I can't relate. And it's your job to show that interviewer that you were raised or whatever the fuck they're looking for to feed them the lies they need to hear for you to get paid, or whatever the case may be. You feel me? But at that moment in time, both of you are representatives of not your race, but rather your culture. Now, at the end of the day, optics are the front, dog. Like, oh shit, here's another white person. Oh shit, here's another Latino. It's a fucking one hand washes the other, dog. You really can't hide the fact or who you are any more than you can through internet forums. You feel me? So the idea of representation comes full circle in those interactions you have with other individuals. Now, In due time, the individual shines. But if they don't know you, if they can't function with you, they'll know you as your race. Oh yeah, Forever Cabron, that Mexican. I can't feel no type of way, dog, because you recognize what I am, I recognize what you are. Bet, boom, let's keep it moving, you feel me? If you feel some type of way about the way that I speak, talk, act, or whatever, guess what, my boy? I'm making the best of what I got. And if I'm out here in these streets and not in a jail cell or fucking dealing you some shit, dog, we good. There ain't no reason for anyone to look down or look up or look sideways at you. But going back, you know, it's the core of representation, dog. Like how you present yourself is also the way the world views your culture, you feel me? I work in the construction field, so on an every day that I go to work, it's interesting to me because I'm out there representing the individuals, the ones in power tell to work. You know what I'm saying? In those spaces where it's just me and white, black, Asian, Caucasian, whatever the fuck you fucking with, when we're talking, I'm trying to make sure you take the best of my culture. Because at the end of the day, dog, y'all visiting, you feel me? And that to me, you can paint it either way from Sunday, y'all still got here on a boat. And it's I'm not saying to disrespect anyone, I'm not saying it to offend anyone, I'm just stating the facts as they are, you feel me? Because I come from the individual that worked the land, worked the soil, made enough food not only for his family but for the community. And that man represented his community wherever he went. And that's the thing about it, though. Ask anyone about me. They'll tell you unapologetically that homie get down with the function. But it's more than, you know, the little inside jokes Latino people tell each other. It ain't about a chancla, it's about a huarache. And if you don't know the difference, it means you've been disconnected from your source. So what are you really representing out in the world? You feel me? One of the biggest things way back in the mid-90s when Selena got shot was who's gonna play her in the biopic, you feel me? And every Latino knew that whoever got that spot was forever gonna be enshrined. Didn't matter who it was. Guess what? Jennifer Lopez got it. But homegrown ain't do shit for her community, point blank. Dog, she went from trying to be a movie star to trying to be an R&B singer to now what the fuck is she exactly? Because the bitch ain't a good actor. That whole Oscar buzz, dog, that lets me know there ain't no movie worth watching with an active female lead if this is the one you're gonna promote. Like, no, that's not how this shit works. Now, the only reason they're truly giving her a pass on a homie's perspective, now mind you, this is just rumor and hearsay, is because she's one of the only few that dare to play ball with white Hollywood, dog. Like, and here you are, literally 15 years after the fact, trying to say you're down. You're a false representative, you feel me? What of J-Lo's culture has anyone really digested or involved themselves with, you know? How many people can relate as an American slash whatever, Puerto Rican, Salvadorian, Mexican, Honduran, Chileno, Panameno, fucking Dominican? The list goes on, but Homegrown never once lifted up the mantle. She ain't never once carried the fucking torch, you feel me? We're here literally in a brand new modern age awakening, and you got dumb fucks leading the fight. People who don't have the community's best interest at heart. Motherfuckers looking to cash out a check, you feel me? There's a few people out there that I give props to, you feel me? Like I can't fuck with the whole vision, but mind you, that's because I'm still growing as a person. But someone who does well to represent, I think, is Diane Guerrero. Homegirl from Orange is the New Black, Jane the Virgin, the one of the DC shows, I guess. Like, she's dope. But the issue with Homegirl is mind you, those are all personal, but I appreciate her pushing, abolishing private jails in fucking California, being that vocal about the struggle, dog. How many people do you really hear saying or doing part of the marching or fighting, you feel me? And that's representation, letting other motherfuckers know, like, dog, let me take that light and show you how we living out here. Fuck the roaches, fuck the rats, I want you to get a good look. You see that needle on the floor? Yeah, it's fucked up out here. But none of these people want to go out there and represent, you know. And representation also takes form in music, dog. Like, right now in the Latin Grammy spheres, the reggaetoneros are all types of emotional because the Latin Grammy Academy didn't recognize reggaeton. And all of those dumb fucks, we're doing this for culture, for the people, for us, we're a movement, blah, 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 yada. And it's all like, dog, 90% of your songs are about fucking. How the fuck is that representation, or whatever the fuck the word is, to the core, dog? Like, how is you talking about how you gonna blow shorty's back out, explaining the struggles you come through, or letting other motherfuckers know what you go through out here, instead of trying to sing slash rap about drowning in pussy? Dog, that shit's played out. I'm sick and tired of fucking wannabe artists claiming art over some dumb shit, dog. You want to do the John Polak, dog, out there? You do you, but don't invite me nowhere near close. Ain't no one trying to step on any of that muck. But that's not representation. That's not anything about our culture, dog. Those are just fuck songs. Oh, my bad. Those are just fuck songs, you know? And at the end of the day, sex is great, you feel me? Let no one shame you for trying to get a nut or trying to bust a nut. Don't even fucking matter. Let no one shame you for that shit. But at the end of the day, I cannot call reggaeton a representation of the Latino youth, dog. It doesn't correlate, it doesn't mix. And yet you have artists out here that want to cry, blame, yell, whatever. What we're doing is art, what we're doing is changing the needle, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, it's not, dog. When NWA came out, they told you two things. Number one, we're straight out of Compton. And number two, fuck the police. I have yet to hear a reggaeton track with enough impact to let me know where they're from, let alone how they feel about all of these institutions trying to hold us down, you feel me? corrupt governments aren't just a U.S. thing, dog. These clowns get down when money moves around, you feel me? But they want to talk like if they're truly representing the everyday person that listens to reggaeton, and that's not the case, dog. Not all of us can get paid to tell a bitch I wanna fuck, you know. But let me go back to representation again. You feel me? Cause that's really the word you gotta tackle in 2020. You feel me? You've let all these other motherfuckers run their mouth. You let all these other people yap. But none of them are showing you where we come from, where we at, how we got it from the source. Showing light on the fucking neighbor who's doing the best they can with what they got. But no, Pikachu knows everything, dog. And it's just one of those things that when it comes to representation, you gotta call it out on the whole, you feel me? You got YG out there talking about going local, and the majority of the fucking song is referring to, no disrespect, but Mexican bitches. To have a Puerto Rican cat come through and be disrespectful too. And it's like that leaves a bad taste in my mouth, you feel me? Because shit like that ain't cool. What if the homie made a song about going brazy and fucking all these black chicks? No, now it becomes problematic. Now why you want to be X, Y, Z, blah, 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 yada, 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 yada. But because we have no value of ourselves, we gon' go loco. You feel me? We gon' follow these dumb bitches and dumb motherfuckers and dumb fucks left and right to whatever pachanga. But the reality is that we'll give those motherfuckers money, and yet on the other side of the same coin wonder why we're not as respected. You feel me? And that boils down to back to representation, dog. Like the people you think you allow to speak your voice don't. And that's the thing that a lot of these artists need to get. You feel me? You need to find value where you're from. You need to find value in your roots. You need to find value in your home, dog. Even if it's ugly. Even if you and your mama or pops don't get along. Even if you're beefing with your sibling, dog. Like, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, we're in this bitch together. You're only as good as your weakest link, dog, and that applies for everything. Don't matter if you go to work, don't matter if you're out here, you know, creating content for other people to consume it. It doesn't matter. If you have no self-value, how you gonna get value out of life, homie? How you gonna move forward? How you gonna move the needle? How you gonna live your best life if you don't love the soil or earth or customs that you come from, you know? Representation doesn't die at the border. Representation doesn't live and die with certain wannabe celebrities or artists. You feel me? Representation boils down to each and every single individual and what you value. Now, you over here listening to What's Hood as an outsider, as an insider, I got mad love for you, you feel me? But I want to show you the best of my roots. I want to remind my culture, my people, my community, that if you go back home, dog, you're going to find diamonds. And I don't mean the ones you rock on your breaks a neck, dog. I don't need no fucking metal nooses around me or any other chains when I'm out here trying to duck, you know, life. But it's in these conversations about representation that everyone gets lost, you know, because everyone's idea is different. But at the core of it all, it's when you pull that veil back to allow other people to view your community, you're out there showcasing the best or the worst your culture has to offer you, feel me? And it's up to you to let them know that sometimes they'll misjudge you. They'll misjudge your culture because of you. And you gotta let them know, dog, we got flowers out here. We got life out here, you know? We out here trying to make it with the least in life, you know? So when anyone gets on a platform to make it, that bullshit ass model, dog. I'm doing this for other people that said I could. Fuck you. Fuck you. No one cares who said you couldn't. No one cares who doubted you. All that matters is that you're doing it. You know? As a Mexican, I follow a lot of Mexican artists. And the one thing that turns me off quicker of enjoying the art they produce is when they want to sit there and point the finger back at their own community for fucking not supporting them hard enough, not making them pop big enough. Like, dog, if your shit's whack, it's whack. You don't represent us. You represent you up there. You over there waving the flag, drinking fucking tequila, acting a fool, calling white people racist just because they're eating when you walk in there creating a zoo. Dog, you're not representing us. You're bringing our quality of value down. You looking like a clown and that shit. Look, dog, I didn't come to the circus. I don't want to pay a ticket to see fucking elephants jumping through hula hoop, dog. That ain't got shit to do with me. But when motherfuckers out here claiming to represent and yet they stay silent on all issues, how do you want me to fuck with you? How does anyone fuck with people like that? You feel me? But mind you, that's a personal tidbit, you know. I'm gonna end it up here, dog. You know, shout out to all of you that listened. I hope I gave you a better idea on representation. You know, I know it's a little bit sudden, but looking at the clock, we already ran at 30 minutes, dog. So shout out to you. Peace, much love. You know, get it how you live it. Don't you ever forget robbery is free. And we out here living, dog. So stay up, stay blessed, live life stress-free. Represent your culture to the best of your abilities, dog. And let a homie know what's good.